welcome to Good News. Hope you've had a good week. So, what's been happening? Well, Alan Johnson revealed the most unprofessional thing he's ever done.
Fingered a senior civil servant.
I'll tell you what, Chris Hollins really needs to work on his street slang.
Your mummy.
Did anyone else see Louis Walsh's sperm on telly? Here's a tip. Never interview someone on a trampoline.
Emma.
Over on BBC News, they interviewed the world anal champions.
It's not for everyone, is it, those kinds of tight spaces? But here's a couple of guys who actually love it. This is Hughie.
And finally, Denise Roberts has got a terrifying stare.
Leave us to get on with it.
Sorry, when you see it a second time, it gets even scarier.
Leave us to get on with it.
So, the big news for me was this. I broke my hand. In case you didn't see what happened last week, basically, I broke it by doing press-ups on a breakable stool. Oh, I love that. I thought you were going to go, oh, and you all applauded. What a weird... No, he can barely move his hand. I was in agony. Still, you can rely on your mates in a crisis. Here's some text I received minutes after the news broke. Press-ups on a collapsible stool, you total penis. Love, Mum. Here's one from my mate Steve. Look on the bright side, now that one of your hands is wonky, at least it matches your eyes. And my personal favourite came from my filthy toad of a brother. Apparently fans are asking to kiss it better. You should have broken your dick. Cheers, bros. Mind you, if you think I had a bad week, it's nothing compared to this guy. FIFA President Sepp Blatter made a complete tool of himself.
Sepp Blatter, president of FIFA, football's world governing body, has said the game does not have a problem with racism and believes any racist incidents can be settled with a handshake.
You can say what you want as long as you shake hands. If that's the case, Sepp Blatter, you are an ignorant, out-of-touch, overpaid, fat, old... Did you see how he responded to this racial controversy? He put this photo on a FIFA website. A picture of him hugging a black man. He's my best friend. What you can't see, that bloke's feet are in chains. To be honest, it's hardly surprising Blatter's been in the news. He's said some outrageous things down the years.
Last year, Blatter was forced to apologise after suggesting that gay football fans should, quote, refrain from any sexual activity.
What does he think they're going to do? We scored! Somebody bomb me! What a moron! Mind you, I'd love to see the photo he showed to prove he wasn't homophobic. It's amazing he's still in the job. Look what he said about John Terry last year.
When John Terry was sacked because of an alleged affair, Blatter said if this had happened in Latin countries, then I think he would have been applauded.
That is shocking.
And when he was asked what might make women's football more appealing, tidy shorts.
Well, he's not all bad. I'm joking. Nobody wants to see a camel toe. In royal news, the rumour mill is in overdrive. Kate Middleton, 6 weeks pregnant, claims US mag. The English press said nothing. The US media, they've gone batshit crazy.
The pressure is on. The world is waiting.
Could the rumors actually be true?
Tongues are wagging uncontrollably.
Does Kate Middleton have a bun in the oven?
Baby.
Are we making too big a deal about this?
Yes. They reckon she's pregnant because she was rubbing her belly and she wouldn't eat nuts. That isn't pregnancy, that's a sick squirrel.
I shouldn't have had those acorns.
Mind you, the American reaction has got nothing on our old friends at Taiwanese news. Look what they reckon the Queen did.
有报道指出，这位不是备受来自女人的压力，希望他们赶快帮她生个曾孙。
Popping a Johnny.
Philip! We must have an heir! Sprinkle some Viagra in his tea!
OK, Liz. One for Will, one for me.
If you think what they did with the Queen was odd, look at the way they ended the report. I've watched this 10 times. I still have no idea what is going on.
凯特是真的怀孕了吗？还是这一切只是热爱往事的媒体们一厢情愿的幻想呢？
In political news, it's been a bad week for Barack Obama. Someone shot at the White House.
The Secret Service announced it found a bullet in a White House window. Officials think they know who fired the shot.
Who would fire a gun at the first ever black president? It was fine. They shook hands afterwards. Now, obviously, I'm joking. It wasn't Blatter. Police reckon it was this guy.
A man suspected of shooting at the White House last Friday has tonight been charged with the attempted assassination of President Obama.
Shit! I hope Obama's OK. It must have been a close shot if he's been charged with attempted murder.
Neither the president nor his family were in the White House that night.
He wasn't even there. He wasn't even in the country. Obama was in Australia. How shit an assassin do you have to be when you miss by 8,000 miles? I haven't seen him miss that bad since this.
I'm not tall.
What kind of dick gets filmed breaking his hand? Over in South Africa, a couple have got engaged. Listen to this woman describe her feelings for her fiancé.
When I first saw him, we connected. We fell in love, and since that day, we never looked back. All we wanted to do was just to have a family and many kids.
Sounds perfect, doesn't it? Perfect until you find out why she's in the news.
In South Africa, an engaged couple just found out they're actually brother and sister.
No.
It could have been worse. They could have found out during sex. Who's your daddy?
He's called Peter Smith.
Same here. Where does he live? Bristol. Same here. Next you'll be telling me he's 6 foot and walks with a limp. Oh, God. As you'd imagine, they split up straight away. It's a good job they didn't get married. Does anyone know of any reason why these two should not be married? Yeah, their kids will have gills. That isn't the only strange love story in the news. Over in Scotland, an eel is being released from captivity so he can go and have sex.
This is Rip. For the past 7 years, this tank at Macduff Aquarium has been his home. But Rip's outgrown his surroundings and is now restless and ready to swim thousands of miles to find a mate.
He must have been so lonely in there. Oh,
All I want is love. Lovely lady eel that I can call my own.
So, did poor Rip make it to the ocean?
Local people gathered to watch.
There he is!
And a few moments later, he was free and heading for the ocean deep.
He's free! I'm gonna get me some eel ass. I'm gonna get me some eel ass. Hey, ladies, what's 6 foot long, black and hard? Fucking me. I'm gonna get me some eel ass. I'm gonna get me some eel ass. What's happening, Nemo? I'm going bowling. I'm gonna get me some... And so on. He must be so happy. 7 years with no sex. Imagine the joy when he finally gets it on.
Congers die after spawning.
Poor sod. This is amazing. This is...
Oh, bollocks.
I'll tell you what, if I was an eel, I would never orgasm. At the point of climax, I'd think of something terrifying, something guaranteed to make me lose my erection. Cheers, Denise. Next up this week, a video of a posh man chasing his dog has become an internet sensation. I'd argue that you will never hear a better pronunciation of the words Jesus Christ and Benton anywhere.
Benton! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Benton! It could have been worse. At least his dog wasn't called I'm a paedophile. Have a look at this story about a child artist.
A 9-year-old boy from Norfolk made more than £100,000 today. Art prodigy Kieran Williams' pictures went on display at an exhibition this morning and sold out in just over 10 minutes.
9 years old, and he sold paintings for 100 grand. When I was 9, I was just doing this. Good day, Russell. Very good day, actually, man. Got to go, busy. Let's hope he doesn't get into modern art. Kieran, what have you done?
I call it dog chopped in half.
Now, he may be the toast of the art world, but his sister, not a massive fan.
They're a little bit boring, but they're okay.
What do you wish he would paint?
Like dinosaurs or something, like, more realistic.
I love that.
Do you reckon she's like that with all art?
I like the Mona Lisa, but I'd rather she was holding hands with a T-Rex.
My favourite part of the report is the moment one woman realises how much she's paid for one of Kieran's paintings.
What have you paid? £12,500 for a painting.
No, I didn't realise. I thought it was 1,200. 12? He's 9 years old! Just give him a curly whirly! I'm not, it's just a picture of a boat! There's not even a dinosaur on it!
The poor woman's had no luck with children's art. She paid 9 grand for this picture of scissors. Now, here's a story about a freaky obsession.
How would you feel if your husband or wife turned one of your bedrooms into a shrine? And what if that shrine was to the Chuckle Brothers?
Well, I'd be terrified.
How long have you been doing this?
About 10, 11 years. Now we've been collecting Chuckle Brothers memorabilia.
Well, that is every single shade of creepy. But then he was on the news. I doubt the reporter took the piss out of him.
Is this an obsession, Sean? I mean,
no,
do you feel you need help? You ever, like, followed them home and sat in the bushes?
Come on! Would you wear their skin as a cape? Unbelievably, this Chuckle lover is married. He's got a poster of his heroes. Look where he wants to put it.
Well, I've got a nice big poster that might go nice above the back of our bed.
Right.
You know, but I might just sneak it up one night while Sonia's not looking.
When she's asleep, I'll creep up to her and draw a tiny moustache on her face.
fair to him. Everyone's got a strange obsession. I mean, I cannot stop watching this. Now, you remember last year we found a house that looked like Hitler? Well, he's back. Gardener grows tomato that looks like Hitler. Do you want to see it? Yeah! There he is. The trouble is, once you notice Hitler in one thing, you start seeing him everywhere. You start seeing him in goldfish. In shampoo bottles. And sometimes, if you look closely, you can even see him in dogs. Mind you, that isn't the strangest discovery this week. Look what they found in Russia.
A woman in Petrozavodsk claims that she kept an alien in her fridge for 2 years.
A woman kept an alien in her fridge. Well, that is going to change the Lurpak advert. What the fuck is that? How bad is this woman?
Oh, look, an alien. Shall I call the police? No! I'll put you next to me bacon.
They've actually got footage of this creature.
Marfa Yegorovna supposedly found this dead alien by a burning wreckage of its spacecraft in the northwest of Russia, in Karelia.
That is not an alien. It looks like someone's kicked the fuck out of Mr. Toad. It's clearly bollocks, isn't it? The Metro summed it up best. If aliens were smart enough to travel vast distances between the stars, they're probably smart enough to avoid being stored in a fridge. Unless that was their plan.
We have travelled here to find out if the light stays on after you shut the fridge door. It doesn't. Shit.
Whether it's an alien or not, one thing we can all agree on, there are worse things to find in your fridge. From a dead alien to a strange funeral parlour.
Cecil Gilmore is a Rock Hill, South Carolina mortician who will likewise pose you dead, as you were in life.
Basically, instead of being led down in your coffin, you could be posed doing your favourite thing. Have a look how this works.
This Pittsburgh Steelers fan wake has the guest of honour watching Steeler highlights, remote in hand. His family wanted to remember him as he was.
Lazy. Now, I'm not sure posing people like this for their funerals is a good idea. It could lead to some terrible misunderstandings. What have you done? When I said anal, I meant she was tidy. My poor mum! What have you done to my brother? I said he loved pussy. Why is he holding a cat? You make him look like a fool in front of all of his friends. Mind you, if that funeral's not for you, you could always do this with your ashes.
A company called Holy Smoke is offering a new service where they turn your ashes into bullets.
That's right, you can turn dead relatives into bullets. Only Americans would think, Grandad's dead! Let's turn him into ammo. It's fair to say the lady interviewing the people who came up with this idea, not really a fan.
2 Alabama game rangers dreamed up the idea. I mean, it's weird, right?
It's different.
No, Thad, it's weird.
She's right, he's insane. Not only does he want to be turned into a bullet when he dies, he wants that bullet to be fired at a turkey. Look what he said. The last thing that one turkey will see is me screaming at him at 900 feet per second. How could you hate turkeys that much? What happened? Son of a bitch! Now, this is the part of the show I genuinely don't know anything about. There's going to be a mystery guest who's been in the news. I have to figure out who that person is. So please welcome my mystery guest.
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, not so bad.
What's your name?
My name's Kevin Griffiths.
You look a little bit, if you don't mind me saying, like a more attractive version of Harold from Neighbours.
I answer to many things, but that's a new one on me.
You answer to many things?
Mr. Pastry, and God knows what I get all sorts.
Mr. Pastry? Is that to do with some form of sexual roleplay, or...?
Well, could be. Depends what you want.
Are you in the news because you've been banned from every Greggs in the world?
Well, I am, but that's for a different reason.
Okay. So, Mr. Pastry, or Kevin, welcome to Skipton. I've done a gig there.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, it was all right. At the Ark. Do you know the Ark?
Yes, we helped build it.
You built it?
Yeah, the Ark.
You're not Noah, are you? You look like a beef eater, but it's not that, is it?
No, it's not that.
I have no idea.
Do you want to get some clues out of this little box?
Is that right, from the box? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Pop your box open, let's have a look.
Right, let's have a look.
You're a town crier.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go open a box and I know exactly what's going on.
Yes.
So you're a town crier?
Right, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. The reason I've come here today is to show you how to do a bit of town crime. But the reason I was in the news, I have just become, the second year running, the British national champion.
Of town crime?
Yeah. What we're going to do, just hold that for a second.
Sure.
Where have you seen that before, by the way?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes, because it was made by the same bloke that made Jack Sparrow's hat.
Is that right?
And it's the same, exactly the same, but mine's black, his is brown. Oh, well.
Wouldn't it be lovely if Johnny Depp's kind of go, you know who makes the other one of these?
Oh, yeah.
I've got the same one as Mr. Pastry.
Yeah. So, That's mine. You were going to have one that big, but
Right,
we
there we
decided
go,
since you
yeah,
smash your
yeah,
hand,
right,
you might not be able to handle a big bell end, so we got you that one. So, put your hat on. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to teach you how to do a little bit of town crying. Basically, we try and warm the voice up first. Can you sing?
Yeah, can I sing?
Yeah.
No, not at all, no.
Hey, can you do that?
You just went...
Come on. Next thing, myroning and sirening.
Myroning and sirening.
Wow. Can you do that?
Meow.
Yeah. Sirening.
Meow.
So,
Meow. Meow.
Wow, that's lifting your voice up.
What's
Right.
lovely? What's lovely at this exact moment? There'll be cats all over the land.
Yeah.
Watching the telly. What's going on?
That's a little song for you. This is to get your face working and get your diction and inflection working. So, it's a little ditty for you. Papa's got a head like a ping pong ball, ping pong ball, ping pong ball. Papa's got a head like a ping pong ball, ping pong ball. Over to you.
People shouldn't make fun of Papa. He's good. Something wrong with him. He's got a head like a ping pong ball, ping pong ball, ping pong ball. Papa's got a head like a ping pong ball. Don't put it near the fire.
So now that you're ready for this, we've got a cry each to do, yeah? I've written one especially for thee.
OK.
Are you ready for this? Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Skipton men have handsome looks. Lovely, rounded bellies. But Skipton, it means sheep town. So don't be seen in wellies. God save the Queen!
Right, this is mine.
Yeah.
I've got to do all that stuff at the beginning.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, yay! I broke my hand doing press-ups on a stool. I haven't showered for a week since it happened. That is true. I have to ask my mates to chop my food up like I'm 4. Good night. There you go.
It's been a pleasure meeting you, sir.
For my mystery game. Next up, I challenge you to find a fight story stranger than this. Koalas are being trampled to death by killer cows. It's insane. Look at this.
Over the lush green pastures of Gippsland, there's a turf war. In the paddock, it's cattle country. To the herd, the koala is public enemy number 1.
How can cows be scared of this guy? And he's willing to learn. Maybe the koalas have winded the cows up. Hey, Daisy, what goes moo? Shh! Your mum on a fucking Barbie! Whatever happens, it's going to be a crap fight. They're both ridiculously docile animals. Cows versus koalas. It's the shittest action movie ever.
In a world where leather hates fur, it's cows versus koalas. There'll be action, suspense, and love. It's gonna be utter mayhem.
In the world of retail, have you seen the latest perfume hitting the streets?
We enlisted the services of Robin Taylor, who runs the perfume studio, to design a scent that reeks of Camden.
They've made a perfume that smells of Camden in North London. What's the aroma? Roses? Lavender?
I can smell sweet and sour pork balls in there.
Great.
I can smell the moss. I can smell the I can even...
of the barge.
Yeah, I think I even glimpse a rat.
Rats, canals and moss. Who wants to smell like this guy's ball bag? Next, have you seen what they're doing with cash machines?
At 5 ATMs across East London, instead of just using plain English, you can opt for the Cockney version instead.
Cockney cash machines? That'd be an absolute nightmare.
I ain't giving you nothing, you slag. Jog on, you muppet.
Try stories about a high school basketball player who never gave up. Check this out, it's wonderful.
Jason McElwain, or J-Mac as his friends call him. Diagnosed with autism at 2 years old, he's never considered himself different or separate.
It's not really a big deal at all. I'm just normal like other people. That's the way I am.
At 5'6", J-Mac didn't make the junior varsity basketball team at his high school. Instead, he became team manager. February 15th, Greece Athena against Spencerport, senior night. With word out that Jason might play, the student section printed signs of J-Mac's face, just in case. And with 4:19 left in the game, coach called down to the end of the bench for number 52.
He came into the game, they all stood up and they put the signs, the pictures of him up, and I got really emotional. And I sat down and started crying.
With 3:46 left, Jason got the ball.
When he missed that first three, I was like, oh, and then it airball, and I was like, man, I really just want to see him score one time.
That third trip down the court, magic.
soon as I started hitting my first shot, I just kept shooting, and I was just hot as a pistol.
Shot after shot after shot.
He comes down the court right at the end with like 3 seconds left, and he hits this one that's, you know, probably like an NBA three. As soon as the gun ended, they stormed the court.
In his first and only varsity basketball game, J-Mac was the high scorer.
Truly the most incredible moment I've ever had in coaching. I was so touched, and it was just so special to me that a young man, his dream came true.
Hot as a pistol. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching Good News. Good night.
And there's more comedy here on BBC HD tomorrow at 10 with all new QI. Next this evening, we're off to the studios of Later for a little music.